A nice welcome to the Bhartiya Krisak Quantum Physics, and today you will see a different type of different style. You will learn quantum physics with a different style. So let's see. It was established by then that the electromagnetic wave exhibit both waves and particle properties, but electromagnetic waves and material particles are two important classes of entities which appear to be basic to the structure of matter. If electromagnetic waves have a dual wave particle nature, then why should not electrons and in fact all matter too have a dual nature? As a young French graduate student, de Broglie in 1924 argued with a great amount of insight that since nature loves symmetry and simplicity in physical phenomena, all material particles should exhibit both waves and particle nature. He next argued that the wave description of light in geometrical optics is an approximation of the more general wave analysis. Similarly, the description of particle motion in terms of line trajectory is an approximation of a more general description of the particle containing its wave aspect. De Broglie further proposed that wavelength and frequency of the matter waves should be determined by the momentum and energy of the particle in exact the same way as for photons. We know that for a photon, energy and momentums are related as follows. We know that for energy and momentum are as follows: E equals to Pc. Again, and from earlier equation we know that E equals to h nu equals to h cat omega, and omega equals to 2 pi nu. And again we know that from wave theory the angular frequency omega is given by omega equals to ck, where c is the wave speed. Now combining these equations we get Pc equals to h cat omega equals to h cat ck, or P equals to h cut k, where k equals to 2 pi by lambda. Since k equals to 2 pi by lambda, above equation, that is equation number 4, this equation number 4, this equation can also be written as to get an expression for the de Broglie wavelength of matter waves associated with a particle having momentum p that is the de Broglie wavelength lambda equals to h by p. This is question 5. Thus, the wavelength of the wave associated with a particle of matter in motion is inversely proportional to the particle's momentum, and the constant of proportionality is just the Planck's constant. Again, we can write equation 5 into another form by using the relation E equals to P square by 2m naught for a free particle. Lambda equals to h pi equals to h by under root 2 m naught E. This is equation 6, where m naught is the rest mass of the particle and E is the energy. Again, we know that the phase velocity v sub p of a wave is given by Vp equals to E by P equals to mc square by mv equals to c square by v. So finally we get Vp equal to c square by v. Since v is very less than c, the phase velocity of wave associated with matter waves turns out to be greater than the velocity of light. Thus, this relation disturbs your mind. So you don't worry, because no physical quantity like energy, signal or information etc. associated with the wave travels with the phase velocity.